We've got a great match here, T1 versus FNATIC, keeping up the tiebreakers.
Keep an eye on this mid lane. So far, things, you know, we're seeing that heavy harass style in these lanes. Both teams looking to force out that enemy regen and play around their own region. They're diving in. This is it's the PA. This hero is just so strong in lane. With a hero like Weaver with those bugs, you can't stand your ground and kill those bugs. You got to keep running, and that means you've got minus armor building up. And for a PA, that's her bread and butter. You get minus armor, I'm going to jump on you with additional minus armor from the Blightstone.
The Orb of Corrosion's coming in. So you have the slow, you have the minus armor. There's a lot that the PA can play with now with the dagger. And so far, it does look like the lanes are going well for T1. Even up top, Zephyr is just standing in the tree,
bottom lane
jumping
again.
in and clearing out.
They've gone in on jabs once more. They've killed him again. It's the same thing. They've gone for level 2 swarm.
It's just piling on that minus armor. And again, with the sentries cut off, there's just so much Whitemon can do. They have to invest so much on DJ to keep planting these counter sentries. And for a pos 4 versus pos 5 in that economy fight, you feel a lot better on the pos 5 to waste that. Cuckoo up top, though, does drop low to the double range. Managed to pin down the Spirit Breaker. With a Spirit Breaker puck, there's a lot of mobility to hunt in that jungle. So they don't have the best room to build that up safely, and I think that threat of stacks being stolen is always there.
Now he's blinked in to secure the double damage room, but now his blink's on cooldown. Doesn't get some mana for the Sonic Wave for the one charges. Is he going to go for it? Looks like he's just going to die here. Even used the double damage room. FNATIC didn't have the numbers for this rune fight. This is the play they've ideally wanted to make maybe 2 or 3 minutes ago, but with the slow Beastmaster start, had to do it a little bit later.
I think you don't want to force that defense fight up against Beast. They will charge in to break up, though, but...
Yeah. Daniel throws out Nurse Spike, but he's just losing armor with this bug on him. Nice roar onto the Weaver. And Jonuel, he's been kept alive until the Dream Coil comes out. Coral doesn't have an orb for a couple of seconds, but does have an illusion rune to help pop him back to safety. So it's immediately getting pinged out, but FNATIC kind of in a bit of a farming mode for a little bit.
I think
be careful. They're hunting him. Charge in. Puck's here to follow it up. Doesn't have the Dream Coil, but will have a waning rift. Gets the bash, and he's just dead.
Downside of this draft is they don't push too well. So they lose their bot tier 1. They can't trade top. They don't really have room to push for themselves. They're just smoking up for kills. They have to find these kills to stay in this game.
They're looking to do just that down bottom. On the T1 side, though, it's not FNATIC, but FNATIC are going to counterplay this. They come in with the line, the finger being thrown out. They bring down Carl's puck. Big kill going the way of FNATIC. They need to find a way out of this one, perhaps at least for a few of their heroes. DJ managed to get himself back to safety. The Sonic Wave from Armel. It's off the mark. Weaver, he time-lapse to dodge it, but he does time-lapse into a Nurse Spike. Armel, he's had enough of this pesky Weaver. Will end up chasing him down, but they've traded 2 for 2, and they're going to lose more. Januel also going down, and Armel, all he can do is blink on out of there.
And that does buy a little bit more time for T1. You know, they find a kill that they probably shouldn't have been able to find on the Lion, overextending, looking for that opportunity on the Monkey. Inside of FNATIC are still clumped up bot. They've got Hawks out to spot Carl.
Roar. Yep, they see him in the tree. Sonic Wave Scream. Is the damage going to be there? He throws out a Dream Coil. Calming in is DJ with the charge on Rubik, but the lift follow-up is there, and Carl will end up going down. Wukong's command being thrown out, but to no effect, is not feeding away 250 gold. So they bring them mid, and now they're going to pressure bottom. FNATIC are just, you know, tugging the little puppet strings, pulling heroes mid. Now they pull them bottom. A lot of TPs. They see Raven, they charge in, they hit 2. They even got Armel with this one. Carl, he goes for the 2-hero Dream Coil, only catches the Luna though. So Armel, he's able to escape luckily, but Weaver dying in the process. He was in the middle of that one, got bursted down by a finger of death. But this Roach is dropping too damn fast, and with the double damage, it's going to go. Really well done by FNATIC to get into the Roshan pit. We'll see if they actually commit to this high ground push here, or if they're just going to be content with bringing T1 back, forcing these TPs out, because Raven on the high ground has that Aegis to kind of protect himself. Looking for that first life is T1. They'd love to kill off Raven's Aegis without committing any big spells, and they're going to come damn close to doing it. The bug is all that's left on him. 23 Savage tried to blink in, but couldn't quite finish him off. The salve is there, and Raven probably going to have to reset here with the Sonic Wave killing off Whitemon.
Raven was right outside cleave range, so if he was just maybe 5-10 units closer, that could have been Aegis gone. That could have been a very big forced fight coming out from T1. Maybe finding some punish onto FNATIC. Still, FNATIC got their reset. They do smoke up, and they're the ones to kind of look for that opportunity now.
Oh, they've got the blink lift. Telekinesis is there with the raw follow-up and the Hex puck. Carl in trouble. He's dead. The Eclipse coming out doing some good damage, and they're going to lose the first life of the Luna. It's enough to bring down just to support Monkey King, but we'll see if they can get some more here. Armel charging forward. They want 23 Savage, who committed his BKB for this fight. He gets silenced up by Armel's Queen of Pain. The Yule Scepter buys him some time to maybe escape his way out of this one. Nice. Oh, Spirit Breaker, Cuckoo. The right-click damage is too much of DJ. He steals the Nether Strike. Oh, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. DJ's Rubik coming up big.
So if you catch him out, you might be able to find that trade in the kill.
Problem is, PA's BKB is still down for 10 more seconds. That's really what they need to fight this one. So without that, they can't engage, and they're just going to watch their racks go down. Once you lose your tier 3 tower, fighting into those bouncing glaives on buildings is just so damn impossible. They are trying to take a fight now with the BKB back up. They want to re-engage, but FNATIC will happily oblige. They get the blink screen silence onto the Weaver. Weaver won't get a chance to time-lapse here. Quab getting low, but gets the BKB up. Armel now blinks away in the trees and will TP himself back to safety with the kill on the PA. This fight is just going to shit for T1. They're trying to salvage things with Cuckoo charging through onto 2. Nice little charge through with the BKB, but there's no follow-up damage, so it's just full retreat. Zephyr caught out by the Hex. Boundless Strike will buy him some time, but it's not enough, as Zephyr gets caught off as well.
Still goes fast. Glaives bounce again, as you mentioned, Parker. When those glaives are bouncing, they just can't come up. You just can't fight into it. They've just got all the control they need anyway. They've got the damage sources from elsewhere for FNATIC. Tier 2 cleared out. Tier 3 under threat. For FNATIC, this is just a simple siege. No Aegis to protect, though, but Raven is fairly tanky here, and it's going to be hard to pin him down.
Charge through, Cuckoo. He commits, but that means his BKB is down. Goes on a new target, finds jabs, but there's no follow-up, at least not initially. Puck's thinking about going in, but they've already lost Cuckoo. Zephyr in the middle with a Wukong's command, but he dies so fast to that eclipse. 23 Savage, he needs to get the big crits. He's trying to fight into Raven, but Raven is just unkillable with this Skadi, and the Sonic Wave will bring down PA. Force the buyback. Cuckoo gets the tips. Carl going in. Can he do it? He's on his own. He needs to find a way to bring down his FNATIC heroes, but he just hasn't got the answers. The Santino Puck, a thing of legends, but he's going to fall here. And 23 Savage with the buyback. It's going to turn into a dieback and an ultra kill for Raven. This is surely going to be GG. Cuckoo calls it, and FNATIC have guaranteed themselves second place in the SEA DPC, $28,000 US, 180 DPC points. That's what the teams are really competing for today. These points are what get you to TI. So the difference between second and fourth, 60 versus 180 points is a massive difference, and FNATIC guaranteed second place. Final game of the day. It's SMG versus T1. Winner is third, loser is fourth place.
As we have heard from the pre-game interviews, they love to take it slower, and that's a conception a lot of teams have. I think that's something SMG will look to punish. Try to break up these fights, have the aim split push.
They got the Nightmare on the Brood. Coming in for the body blocks with the Wraithfire Blast. They've got a first blood, given it to Carl. Nicely executed. The rest of SMG have invaded as well, and they've got a ward down. They may look to fight 4 versus 5. Cuckoo gets a nice shield crash off, giving him some good damage block. 45% being blocked, but now it's mid one in some trouble. He leveled up Mana Break. He's a goner. 2 kills go the way of T1. They may be the slower team, but they are more than happy to come out and get some early kills as a 5-man unit, and that is a good start for them.
That's massive. Carl gets both of those kills. So he gets first blood, he gets a bonus from killing off mid one, and even Moon.
They're chasing Moon
stepping
down.
out of bounds here.
They've got another split earth in 1 second. Moon's got to dodge this, but he can't. He's just got to keep running, and as a result, it's going to be another kill for Carl.
What?
He even times it. Triple kill. He's on a killing spree. The Horn has even gone, and he's got 3 kills.
Focusing instead of in Scream of Pain to clear out the wave to keep that pacing with Carl. But Carl already having this level advantage, having that gold advantage is just sickening. Like, he's already level 2, still 1.5 on Moon. I mean, having this bottle minute 0 is just insane.
Got a kill down on bottom on Cuckoo. This is, we were talking about this a bit before we came live during the draft. The one weakness of the Pangolier at times is this laning stage. It's a big reason why this hero fell off. Just the low stats, low health pool makes you very vulnerable in lane. Against the Gush plus the right clicks of an anti-mage, you know, AM isn't the worst of laners at times. Top lane, though, they're going to get the kill on Raging Potato. His Brood struggling against the Bane Wraith King.
But you are also keeping Cuckoo in check, although Cuckoo's getting a lot more despite this early death he got.
Yeah, it feels like mid one's being forced into these brawls, which means he's not getting creeped. So Cuckoo doesn't even mind the death maybe too much, as long as he's, you know, forcing AM to chew through regen and ignore these creeps. Mid lane, Carl has gotten himself a solo kill. Great move from him. The 2 points in the stun plus the lightning storm. Grimstroke may look to deny Carl from one of these water runes. He's scanning it. He may be in some trouble here. Afu Lays the bait, the blink in with the Inkswell. They're going to go in on Carl. Can't land the splitter to start things off. Carl, this is a big kill to get. Corpse Moon's trying to make sure he gets it. He times it. That's the dominating streak ending. 400 gold almost going Moon's way, and the second water rune also being picked up. That just salvages his lane.
And are just actually putting a dent on SMG, who have not gotten the initial farm they need. Mid one's already playing the jungle, but the pace for AM in the jungle, without even power treads, is just abysmal. So you've got to find a way to get that space out. They are playing top, though, Carl.
Yeah. Rotating on in. They've managed to bring down Afu to start things off. Raging Potato just has to vacate this lane. They're not looking to give up that early tower to the Brood, and with the Cuckoo appearing as well with the relocate, they're going to bring down Raging Potato as well. He leaves Cuckoo behind, making sure they get the kill, and also maybe worried that there was a gank waiting for them at bottom, but nothing there. So mid one's blink, only level 2. They don't exactly know how he's skilled up here, whether or not he's got that level 3 blink or not. So they decide not to waste the Rolling Thunder and just happy to kind of force him away. Coming in on mid, though, this time around they will commit the Rolling Thunder. They want Moon's Queen of Pain. Instead, they're going to have to settle for Roger's Tide. But this also will give them perhaps this tier 1 mid tower. They've got the level 4 Diabolic Edict. With the creeps cleared out and a Siege Wagon, I don't know if SMG can do anything to defend this one.
They still have Moon hanging around trying to clear out the wave, but they've got the Siege Creep all the way back. Oh,
double Mana Void. Trying to use this combo. Does a lot of damage. The Nightmare is there onto Cuckoo to keep him alive, as well as gets the Swashbuckle off. He's being brought down low with the Spiderlings from Brood getting the kill. He does manage to spawn some out. Whitemore now being chased down by those spiders. Full retreat as they kill off the Io. Well, sorry, the Io and Lestrak kill off one more in the backlines. Moon doing a good job hunting, but they've lost Afu to 23 Savage. All 10 heroes here in the mid lane for this T1 mid tower. SMG still lose the tower, and they only get 2 in return, revealing their position, but taking over a bit in terms of the vision game. But not sure T1 are going to mind that too much. They're more than happy to play down bottom, at least for now. There's not really much of a threat of Roshan, but they've caught out Cuckoo. He overstayed and managed to get found there with the Afu getting that silence.
They've got some tools here in SMG, Parker. They've got the Ravage ready on Roger. As long as he doesn't get caught out first, they could turn, but he's up front here.
He may just have to be the sacrificial lamb. We'll see if they can get more Rolling Thunder on the back lines. Catching a couple in the trees here. They've done a really good job of finding SMG, making it so that they don't just get the Tide. Can the Brood TP out in time? He does. So just the 2 kills in the end. Could have been a whole lot worse, but they see the Queen of Pain, and Pain setting up, has a Fiend's Grip in the trees. Can he find him? Oh, really smart from Moon to blink into those trees.
And they can scout around with a Spiderling, so there's still an angle here for SMG. They still got that Ravage in Roger.
Well, they need to get here soon. The Tide making his way over the pit. He's nearby. He can walk in very soon. And I think T1 don't want to get caught inside the pit, but they'll more than happily take a fight. Moon's BKB may catch him by surprise, and with Cuckoo being chained down, the Ravage is going to catch 3. Lestrak does dodge it with the Yule Scepter. They need to bring down this Zephyr Io, and Moon's going to make sure they do. He's being Fiend Scripted up. Whitemon, his Shadow Amulet. He loves to make this play, and they can't cancel his grip. Oh, the sneaky, sneaky Bane. You know, disaster of a fight for SMG. It's space from mid one's AM, but does look like T1 may secure themselves Roshan here. Spiderling scouting things out. The Inkswell on the Spiderling. That's a pesky little combo, but Aegis will be claimed. 23 Savage on the Wraith King, picking it up. It feels like a game for T1 where it's like second Roshan is where like really big things are going to happen. Whitemon in the bottom jungle. Ooh, he's looking, he's fishing, but there's a Tide here as well. Mid one's being protected. He was looking for the Glimmer Cape into like Nightmare or Grip Play onto the AM, but with the Tide there, it's tricky to get that in. Mid one doing a good job of getting himself out of there. Back in the mid lane, though. Not so lucky is Grimstroke. He gets brought down by the Rolling Thunder.
Nice free kill coming down here for the side of T1. They managed to catch out Moon, but he is a bit more slippery for Cuckoo to pin down without that Rolling Thunder. But this is the point now where T1 can't just pressure these 2 lanes without tier 2s. Are going to make the play on Cuckoo, though.
Yeah. Trying to force him to do something. Defensive Heals is there. He dodges the Sonic Wave, and with the IO giving him some extra sustain, he's turning this one around. Ravage comes out, catches a couple, but Carl on the Lestrak, he's still alive for now. He's trying to heal his way through this one. Mana Void does some good damage to kill the Lesh, but it's not enough for the rest of them. Now the grip is there. It's on to Moon. They don't have a way to cancel this one. 23 Savage still has Reincarnation, so they can't do anything about this Wraith King. And with Brood being slept up, that gives time for the Wraith Fire Blast to come back up, allowing them to set up on Raging Potato to bring him down as well. Beyond godlike Wraith King. They lose the Lestrak and lose some Bloodstone charges, but they may feel like they just have to. Grimstroke as well as Quap just down in the bottom part of the map, so it looks like they may just be giving this one up for free. Roger has a blink. Is he going to go for the steal? Thinks about it, goes in, blink Ravage, but Aegis has already been picked up, and that's a big Ravage cooldown. They kill off Whitemon, but Roger will definitely pay the price, and they may go looking for more. Moon's got to be a little bit careful here. He will have to set things off. He's got to make sure he doesn't get caught by any kind of a stun here as the BKB Wraith King on the front lines trying to find that follow-up kill, but it's just the Tidehunter, so they end up trading support for support.
For SMG now, all they can do is kind of split focus, force a response out, and hope for the best in kind of splitting T1 apart.
What's his smoke move looking to achieve? Carl on the front lines has an Aegis. He's not the best of targets, but they'd love to get this IO. They blink him with that Scream, get the silence out on the IO, and they do manage to bring him down before he can even use something like his Holy Locket. Carl has chewed through most of his mana pool. He's a big ticking time bomb. Mid one finds the mana void. No one's next to him. They do a good job splitting up to make sure the damage doesn't bounce on anyone else. But now that Leshrac is on his second life, will they still go for the high ground play here? 23 Savage blinks in, looking for the Grimstroke, and they'll get that one kill. He thinks about the tier 3 tower, but quickly realizes and thinks better of it. Now with these big spells on cooldown. No mana void for the Leshrac. We'll see if they can hold. Cuckoo getting low. So be a little bit careful with this Pangolier here. They want this tower here. The Sonic Wave coming through, and the Pangolier does get the Yules off as well as the Swashbuckle, but he's being chased down. Tide dies and buys back immediately. Mid one's on the backline, wants the Bane, but with the Nightmare, he can't do anything about that. Elsewhere, 23 Savage is just chewing and chopping people up on the high ground, but he's lost his target. The BKB, he's going to carry his big fat axe out of there and leave without taking that tier 3 tower that he was hoping to get. Very quickly, Zephyr's becoming the main target for SMG when they initiate. They try and kill him off first, and then use Carl as that secondary target. Speaking of Carl, he's found Afu. So stun is not going to do enough to bail him out. Nice find for Carl. Starting to rebuild up some of those Bloodstone charges. He's going to TP mid. A fight is breaking out here. They've got the grip on the Moon. Is there anything to cancel this? Once again, White One, he's kind of invised up. Mid One has the Mana Void. Doesn't really want to use on the Bane. Ends up doing so anyways, just to make sure he tries to keep Moon alive. But Moon gets chased down and brought down by 23 Savage. Things kind of falling apart. Tether through. Mid One getting caught by a Tether stun there. Sick play from Zephyr. Mid One will manage. Oh, he throws a Blink Fragment out. If he gets stunned, he could be dead here, but he gets out just in time. Gets the blink up as Cuckoo. Rolling Thunder, what's he going to find here? May get up to Roger. Hits him with one stun. Will be ending soon. He goes for the roll-up. Turns around. Really nicely done. Cuckoo sets up 23 Savage to get his 15th kill. 0 deaths. Maybe go for the double lane of Rax. We'll see if they do make the play on mid lane. There are 4 SMG heroes alive. No Tide for 28 seconds means no Ravage to worry about. And it looks like, yeah, with the Desolator and the Edict, they just want to go for this second lane, the tier 3 tower, but they blink in with Moon. And so mid one, he goes in, and they're going to take out the first life of the Wraith King. Can they deal with the second? The Leshrac with the BKB is just going to turn and fight, and mid one, he's melting fast. He doesn't get a chance to blink out. He's dead without buyback. He bought out for the Aghanim Scepter, and as a result, they're going to have to defend now without him. Moon is almost finishing off the IO, down to 5 health. They will finish him off with the Spawn Spiderlings. The nuke doing some good damage, but that's the only kill they've managed to get.
Are full force as well around that time. AM not too far away from the respawn. They have a Ravage to play with. There's still some good defense here if they want to force the issue.
They may lose this Rax before AM gets a chance to respawn. That's the worry, though, and that's the timing T1 have found. Wraith King gets Reincarnation back. 10 seconds till AM's back. They haven't got much time. They do send in the Dark Portrait with the Inkswell. Nicely done with the Ravage follow-up, catching all 4. Oh, Roger, the perfect initiation. They're getting the Wraith King low. He has got that Reincarnation. Now Cuckoo comes rolling in, and with the BKB Leshrac, they're going to turn this one around on the Brood. Mid one's come back to the fight, but now he's getting caught in the Rolling Thunder. He's getting chain stunned up here. He doesn't get a spell off. He just gets annihilated. He can't play into the chain stun, and they feel like they've got this game in the bag. They're going for the tier 4 towers. They're going for that killing blow. Cuckoo and Carl charging forward. Carl thinking about going to the Fountain, just buying what he can in there. He gets himself a Kaya Sarge, and now going for that last tier 4 tower remaining. 23 Savage has to be a little bit careful. The Dark Portrait causing them some problems here. But they will manage to disengage, and uh-oh, Queen of Pain was trying to go in and make a play. Pays for it with her life, and will have to buy back if they want to defend. It may just be game over. They've lost Grimstroke as well, so no more Dark Portraits to play around. Tier 4 tower being focused. Only the Throne left standing, and Moon, he's 1 versus the world. He's going to GG out. It's all over. SMG
will finish in 4th place, and congratulations to T1, 3rd place in the SCA DPC League Winter Tour.
not the result they were looking for. You know, the tiebreaker against FNATIC not going their way. This is the only team that managed to beat Boom throughout this tour, but